I have never felt wanted, ever, at all, ever. That's why I tell y'all stories that I tell y'all, so you understand when I say I've never felt wanted, I mean I've never felt wanted. I felt so unwanted to the point where unwanted felt comfortable for me. And when people would say they wanted me, it made me want to punch them in the face. So much so that anything happy, I'm a happy person generally. But they take me, like, they have Great Adventures. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Six Flags, you guys call it all around the country. But where I am in Jersey, where I was in Jersey, called the Great Adventures. And so when we went to Great Adventures, they had these characters. And they had Tweety and Big Bird. And here's the thing. I love Tweety. I love Tweety. I used to go to Disney store and spend $40 every, 3 months on Tweety slippers. Because they had the big Tweety head. I love Tweety. I love those characters. But Tweety couldn't get but so close to me. And when Tweety tried, I'm like 20 and I was ready to fight Tweety. Tweety got too close. I'm ready to fight Tweety. When love gets too close, hands swing. When love gets too close, hands swing, right? We want love. We all want love. But love can't come but so close. We don't know what to do with it when it gets that close. We don't understand it, right? So Jesus died on the cross right in our face. And we saw his face. I said it before. He was not nailed to the back of the cross. He was not nailed facing the opposite direction. He was nailed to the front of it. And we saw his face. And he did it with the concept in me. I know he did it with the concept of no matter how you feel about me, I still love you. His hands were nailed perpendicularly to his body, right? Nailed to the cross. And God showed me, he said, Jamie, it's more than just the y-axis. It's more than just the y-axis. People say, why God? Why God? Why God? It's more than just the y-axis. You need the X, because Pastor David has been teaching us about community. And we focus on why God, why God, why God, why God, why? Something God enables us to do for the community. If I have a leak inside of me, it's your job to plug up my bucket, because everything that gets poured into me drips on the floor. And here's the thing, if your living water gets poured into me, because I'm supposed to be the church bucket, right? That's one of the elements, I'm supposed to be church buckets. So if your living water gets poured into me, then you won't thirst to death. Because you had something in you where you could teach me how to plug up my bucket, and you refused to do it. You sat on it, and you did not operate right in community. You were not looking for the opportunity to plug into the body and serve it. You were not looking for the opportunity to plug into the body and worship with us. You were not looking for the opportunity, right? It's free to join the body, but it costs a lot to stay. It's free to join the body, but it costs a lot to work with us and be with us and be a part of us. It's free to join the body, oh God, and it's also free to leave. But it costs a lot to stay. Why? Because staying calls for you to be rooted and grounded. Staying calls for you to be loved and loving, right? Check this out. Understanding, it costs a lot, because you have to stay on your P's and Q's. If you are not doing the right thing, I love my leader, right? My new dad, right? I love my leader, but he let me know. He's like, I'm not going to call him. If you do something wrong, sweetie, if you do something wrong, I ain't going to coddle you. I'm not. I know what it means. I know what it means, right? I was like, good. I mean, part of me got really scared when he said it. I was really scared. Like I was 95% scared and 5% yes when he said it. But I realized, he said, okay, I'm not going to coddle you. So then I became 85% happy about it. But now I was 50%, I was scared. Let's be honest, I was scared. Nobody wants to be corrected. But then I looked in the Word of God, and I felt like God was telling me, stop being so hard on him. And And also, if you want to recognize what's happening and what he's doing when he does it, the Bible does not leave me here knowledge less. I mean, some things I have to ask him about because I don't understand. But the Bible does not leave me stupid, right? The Bible does not leave you stupid. If we are stupid, we choose to be it. The Bible, we are admonished to go into the Word and find out. And the Bible tells us, just like it told me, right? All discipline is unsavory, upsetting at the time, but it produces. What is this producing in my life? Hallelujah! I know what a month and a half looks like, right? And I wasn't talking to him like that. I wasn't talking to him every day, getting word from him every day, giving a word every day. I wasn't talking like that. I'm learning so much, right? In a month and a half, and I just feel sorry for those people that would not help me. When you get to heaven, what are you going to say? I changed this much in a month and a half, and you did nothing. And that's why your face is like that? What if I was one of the talents that you were given? Because the Bible says when one had one had two, and one had five, he's already doubled. I'm going to be honest with you. I've learned more in the past month and a half than I've learned my entire life in Christendom. I'm just being honest. Because Christians are incompetent. Y'all can't teach, y'all don't love, y'all don't listen, y'all don't do nothing. We are incompetent. We don't want to help nobody. And I'm not trying to help people, but I'm helping based on how I've learned how to help people. With a long-handled spoon. But when you help with a long-handled spoon, you don't reach nobody. If I want to hit you and I long-handled spoon in my arm, and I want to hit you and you're like a mile away, I'm swinging. And I can hit anybody instead of you. How is it in a month and a half that I've learned as much as I have? What do you want to say to God when you get to heaven? If you get there. I doubt it. He called the daughter. And I think that made all the difference. And I looked at that this morning. I was writing my little thing because I was like, I know I give you a lot of stuff, but I said, I take it all day long. I'm like, yes, I'm sending this to my dad. And so I'm typing stuff. Yes, I can send this to my dad. I'm typing stuff. I'm typing happy, right? I'm sending this to my dad. And I said, you get the best of what I type all day. I was like, you don't know, but I type like 100 notes. At the end of the day, honestly, I probably type 6 pages of notes on different topics. And if they don't flow right, or I can't put them together and make them make sense, I don't send them to him. So he's the best of what I'm preparing. Because God prepares the table before me, right, in the presence of my enemies. But I'm going to make sure my dad eat first. Play with me. It's a love walk. But it's faith driven. The just shall live by faith. I can't live if I don't have faith. The hardest thing for me is, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, can I be transparent completely? Right? See me, right? Remember that? See me. Jesus. I ever wanted somebody to see you so bad. I felt like they didn't. It's hard. But the odd thing is I see God. God is moving so quickly in my life. He's moving so quickly, and I see him doing and giving me the things that I'm asking for because I'm going and asking him in the right state of mind, with the right mind with it, right? I don't ask him for stuff and then with this stupid reasoning. I want you guys to get exactly what you want from God. But if you don't give God a reason where it points to him as giving the glory, he ain't giving it to you. And I promise you, if this was not God's will, I would not have it. That's what I love about this. More than anything, at the end of the day, I had a plan. And I said, I want him and I want you, God. I want him and I want you, God. I don't want a whole bunch of people, but I want him and I want you, God. I want a dad and I want you, God. Right? And here's the thing, because I want the dad so he can point me to you, so he can show me you. So I want to see how you are, how you act. If that wasn't God's plan originally, he wouldn't have given it to me. We talk about all these things, right? In Matthew 6:33, to Romans 8:37, all these things, right? To Romans 8:28, all these things, or all things, right? Then we go to Philippians 4:13, all things, right? Then we go to Philippians 3:14, all things. Then we go to let's start over. I went too fast for myself. We start have Matthew 6:33, all these things. Go to Romans 8:37, all these things, right? Then we go to Romans 8:28, all things. Then we go to Philippians 4:13, all things. Then we go to Philippians 3:14, one thing. I always think about my statements, where I'm going, right? While I'm talking to you, so it's kind of hard, right? But then we go to Psalm 27 verse 4, one thing have I desired of the Lord, and that will I seek after. All of this points me to my one thing. Have I desired of the Lord, and that will I seek after. I don't want to die without parents. I don't want to die never being able to say that I never had a mom or a dad that loved me. I'm about to fall out in tears right now. Sorry. Whew. I don't want to die that way. The King of England could come and marry me, and it wouldn't make a difference to me. I don't want to die that way. I don't want to die without being able to say somebody cared about me. That's just mine, right? Because I want somebody to point me to God. How do I relate to God as a father, right? Being the family figure father, right? God points to himself as being a part of the family. But if you have a broken family, you have a broken promise. If you have broken promises, right? You need to see an eye dog because somebody in your family blind. James could have chosen to be blind. James Edward Hargis. You could be blind, that's okay, be blind. Or James Edward York. He didn't give. Listen, I'm not even going into it. Lois. She could be blind, that's okay, be blind, that's alright. You move away and you chose to stay blind your entire life. You could have came around and started treating God like he's your father, right? Even after James left, right? But instead of you holding on tight to God, you left God and started beating the kid that wanted to be close to God. But that's okay. That's okay. For me, just because that be my familia, that's not my story. And I gotta be careful now because check it out, that's not my family anymore. Hey God, as a Sunday, that's not my family anymore. I said, why am I waking up and going to sleep so happy? Pastor David is he is a father figure. Let's have one dad, so he is my dad now. that's mom, right? But now I have family. My definition of family. Definition, right? We talked about it the other day. Definition means I hone in on a specific aspect of what we are both looking at, so that you see my side of the story probably the way I want you to see it. Now, the exact same thing can work in an opposite direction, but definition does not mean looking at the details of things. Definition means honing in on a detail and talking about that. Now, he has family. But I call him my dad. And I asked, is it okay? Because more comes with that. It comes with responsibility. What is he responsible for? Like I told him, nothing that he wasn't responsible for before. Protect and provide within the body. Now I want you to protect and provide for me within you. Like I wanna know you, right? Because I wanna know God through you. It's different. Things are different now. Either way, I'm no longer sad when I say dad anymore. I'm happy. Because I've never been able to say dad before. So now I'm like, dad, that's my dad. That's my dad. I'm dad mad, you know? I'm dad mad at you. You know? I like saying that. I'm dad mad. The most beautiful part about it is when I say I'm dad mad, or I say I'm upset about something, and he doesn't get upset with me. The same way he is with everybody in the church, he is with me. But he doesn't get upset when I say, it's not that he doesn't care. What I am saying is, if I'm upset about something, he doesn't get mad at me for expressing it. That was a big thing back in Jersey, everywhere. It's like people, if you're upset about something, people can, when they want to see who could get more upset, and then whoever got more upset, they owned the argument. Meaning that since I could get more upset about it than you can, or you hurt me more than I told you, then it is now your fault. about the whole situation is your fault now. Who cares that you were hurt in it? People like to switch situations, switch sides. And I have somebody I could talk to. This is what this means for me. I have somebody I could talk to and they don't get mad at me, and I could talk to them about the Bible. Yesterday I didn't even realize it, but it was ridiculous. I know I have to drive them crazy. Cause I did all day. It was all day. I know I got on his nerves. I know I'm not bothering him. I know that's one thing he told me. I know I'm not bothering him, but I know I got on his nerves a little bit. But here's the thing. Here's where I'm going with this. After all that, right? After all therapy on Sunday, and after me reliving therapy, it always happens. Every time I go to therapy, I relive it. And so I can tell you details about my therapeutic experience that you would be like, what? I didn't even know that was set up that way. I can tell you the colors you have in your carpet. He's got this beautiful white and gray rug that looks sort of like marble-ish, and it's got like this gray swirls through it. I can see it, like it's white. From what I remember, but it's like this white rug, but swirls, and it's set right in front of the couch. It's laid right in front of the couch, and he has a couch, but it's a two-seater, so it kind of feels like it's a car type situation. We're going on a ride of our life. Let's do this. It's a road trip. So after all of that, after all the therapy, and after all talking all day long yesterday, I'm going somewhere. I'm not just like I'm hammering him in. I'd like to, but you know, I have time. So after all that talking yesterday, and it's not him. He talked back a little bit, but it's not him. And I love it when he talks back, because I feel like I'm not just talking to myself. I feel like somebody cares about me. I would never force him to, and I told him he doesn't have to, because I don't type really fast. I use the swipe method. So I could type something up really fast, right? But I have to be able to, because I type and I think, right? So, and after all of that, all day long, I got up this morning and I said, I should just text him and say, I got a dad. And leave it. Somebody that never had it. Doesn't worship it, right? But I'm so excited because I know, right, just like you do with your kids, you teach them about God. And so you're going to point them to the Father, and they're going to know, they're going to come to know more. They're going to know more about Him. They're going to get close to Him. And they're going to, their perspective, right, of a dad, right, of a father, their dad is their father. So the perspective of a dad right now is their father, which is you, right? But you are supposed to be pointing them, their whole life, pointing them to the Father, right? So that as they're growing up, right, you're telling them, yes, I am your dad, but He is your Father. I want, above all, right? I want to be able to do all of the things that I could not do with James, right? With him. All of the things, come on, the things that you need your dad for. I want to be able to do all those things. I don't know what all those things are, but I remember being so jealous, hearing people talking about they were doing things with their dad, and Father's Day. I get to do Father's Day. So happy. I get to do Father's Day. I started thinking yesterday, what am I going to get him for Father's Day? I want to do Mother's Day too. Yeah. But I'm not going to be greedy. What I have right now is Father's Day. So what can I do? So I started thinking. Father's Day. No isms, no schisms, no favoritism, right? No nepotism, right? No isms, no schisms, because those things lead to broken promises. And I've got enough of those. I've got enough broken promises, right? At the end of the day, as much as I annoy people, I know I get on people's nerves, right? I know I get on his nerves. But at the end of the day, I want a dad that's just there, right? So when I text, I know you're there. And that's it. I need to know that you read what I write. And you don't have to answer. You don't have to say anything. Because remember, after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was not allowed to talk every day. She did not allow me to talk. And most people think that's weird. But we were not allowed to talk. I was not allowed to talk in the house. Tasha could talk. And on Saturday, I couldn't talk at all. Nobody wanted to hear the sound of my voice. That's what she said. It's okay, right? Because I got a dad that lets me talk as much as I want. So I thought about just saying, hey, I got a dad, right? My father gave me a dad. For the rest of my life, I have someone, right? Here's the thing. We don't have the same last name. His last name is Harges. I'm sorry, his last name is Hara, right? My last name is Harges, right? We don't have the same last name, but I said, it's odd how they sound kind of similar. It's a little odd. It's like God had a plan, you know? But I'm not looking for it in that way. But what I am looking for is a dad. And however he comes, right? It becomes yelling, it becomes screaming, it becomes whatever he comes with. I'm willing to take him any way he comes. Why? Because my head is already separated from my spine. You can't do much more than that. If you punch me, you kick me, if you beat me, you can't do much more than that. I'm not saying I'm looking to be abused, but that's all I know. That's all I know at the end of the day. So I have, it's like God handpicked a dad for me. And it makes me look at the stories in the word a little different. I understand David, because you act crazy when you got dysfunctional members of your family. David's story was more like mine. His mother, neither his mother nor his father believed in him, or was rooting for him, or wanted him to have anything. Like me, they put his brothers first, she put my sisters first. Always. It's true. Samantha's absolutely stunning. Stunning. Samantha and I are the only ones that have the same father and mother. It was 5 kids. But Samantha's stunning. Like, she got it all. I missed a little bit. Stunning. So Samantha, when she was gonna, my mother bought a tent and a whole bunch of equipment. She was gonna stay out overnight to audition for America's Next Top Model with Samantha. And Samantha slept the day away after she smoked weed with her friends. I would have loved for my mother to have done that for me. But she didn't think I was pretty. I can't say anything for this dad, right? But I will say, I don't know. I don't think pretty is important here. Pretty only became important when pretty became important about my sisters. And then I start to look and say, I don't have that. But I do have a father. I got a father. I got a father. I'm 44 years old. I got a father that just gave me a dad. Bouncing out of diaper situations since I was 13 years old. Do you think there was a short supply of dads? I don't think so. This is my encouraging note to you. I'm 44 and I just got, odd thing, and I never want him to know this, but odd thing, when he talks to me, it's just he has a way of talking that he always makes you feel like he cares about you. Like, even the sound of his voice, he always makes you feel like he cares about you. Oddly. I don't think that dads were in short supply in the country. And for a while, even up to last year, right, when I did that radio interview with that girl, I was thinking I just didn't deserve it. God didn't want me to have it, and that's just the way it was going to be. But my heart kept saying, but there's certain things I need. Even if I'm going to get married, if I'm not going to get married for I'm going to live the rest of my life, I'm going to ministry, no matter what I do, I need something. There's something that I need. So dads were not in short supply. And what happened? Could it be that I was focusing so much on a mom that when that mom came and cursed me, she took something from me? There's nothing like a mother. And my sisters, above all, could talk to my mother. They could just sit and talk. And they talked about things. And of course, I wasn't sleeping with everybody. Nah, they don't sleep with everybody either, but I don't sleep with everybody. I don't do that. So because I was a Christian, they kind of pushed me to the side anyway. She don't know anything about anything, you know? Which is true. I mean, you're not going to talk to a virgin about sex. You're just not. But everybody wants a mom that they can sit and talk to.